Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I'll be planning the week of August 4th to the 10th in my memory planner, and I'll be using Scribble Co's Italy kit. And this is the ultimate kit format. And I paired this with, honestly, I don't remember. Orange? Copper? I honestly don't remember. But it is in the Dot Confetti 2.0 bundle. So it's 2 pages of overlays, 2 pages of underlays, your scripts and icons, and your bottom washi. So I will speed through putting down the base. Okay, moving to the day by day for this one. We're finally in August. Okay, so starting off on Monday, which I always forget to zoom in, so I apologize if I don't. I published a plan with me. And I watched The Gilded Age. Oops. Then I actually did 1.5 hours of overtime. Oops. And then on to the bottom, got a package from Scribble Co, which was my mystery kit. I believe it was August. And I marked down that it was payday for my shop. And then I worked on work papers. That was Monday. On to Tuesday. Oh wow, I totally forgot a sticker. Silly me. I guess I will mark it separately. So I published June 2nd to the 8th. Then I packed orders. I think I packed orders in the morning because I went to the office that day. So, yep, if that was the case. And then my dad dropped them off for me. Okay, now moving on to work stuff. I worked 2.5 hours of overtime. Then I did work papers, as well as financial statements. And then on to Wednesday, I did 3 hours actually, of overtime. Oops. And then I worked on financial statements, which, actually, let me put work papers here. And then okay, so oh no, I screwed up. No, you know what, it's fine. It'll just be 3 in a row. Then I got a package from the Coffee Monsters Co., which I'm kind of sad about. I didn't vote for this, but the stupid tariffs. So dumb. Anyway. It's kind of like we have to pay like a fee. So, yeah. It kind of sucks. For every party involved. But not to Donald Trump, I guess. Anyway, moving on to Thursday. I dropped off packages, or actually my dad helped me drop off packages to the post office. And I guess I read a good bunch, or a good bit of things since I marked down. So read, and then I did overtime of 4 hours. I guess because I came home and did a little more. Oh, because it was cutting it close. Next week is the deadline. And I'm hoping I can film at least another Plan With Me. But that's if my phone does. I mean, my... What the heck am I trying to say? My camera doesn't overheat. So, we shall see. So I had Naya for lunch, then I left for a doctor's appointment. That is so crooked, but who cares? Then I came back home and worked the extra 4 hours in addition to the hours I spent at my doctor's appointment. So it was a lot. So I did overtime of 2.5 hours. Then I worked on work papers. It was actually my cousin's birthday, or cousin-in-law, but I call her my cousin. Or no, why did I use that to mark it? It's fine. I worked on page lifters, but that was actually at the end of the day. But I wanted to mark my cousin's birthday. Why did I do that? It's fine. And then this is And then my dad actually my dad used to work at Disney Epcot. He used to be a driver for the cast members, so he would just take the cast members to and from places. And yeah, he had a reunion. It was like, I think my dad worked there in the 80s. Well, it had to be before my mom. He met my mom, but he was in his 20s. So I would say around the 80s. So yeah, he just decided he saw an ad in the newspapers and then just drove straight, or called and then drove straight down there. So yeah, I could have been a Florida baby, but then I wouldn't be me, who I am today. Anyway, so my dad obviously came back up to New York after he did his time in Florida. So yeah, but that's a cool experience for my dad. Anyway, moving on. Saturday, I worked on savings challenges. I just wanted to restock a bunch because that's the only thing that I keep on hand, because it's so much easier to just pull and then package up. So yeah. Anyway, while I was working on the savings challenges, I was watching the Titan documentary about the submersible. Let's just say this guy broke a lot of protocols, and just for the sake of it, and it hurt a lot of people, including himself. So they will no longer be living here, or like they're no longer part of the living, if that makes sense. So by one person's actions, and caused so much grief and stuff. Anyway, moving on. I guess you can call that kind of stubbornness. So anyway, moving on. I packed orders, and then I also watched Happy Gilmore, which I'll use a movie marquee. Honestly, I never watched the first one, so I didn't really understand it. But I guess it's family orientated. My goodness. So yeah. And it's about just this dad trying his best for his family. Moving on to Sunday, I packed orders. Then I designed So pack orders, design, print and cut, and then I actually gave my doggies a bath. They were stanky. And I currently do have to give them a bath, another bath, because, yeah, they're stanky. So Copa and Ellie bath, and then I actually changed my sheets. I feel like I don't mark these as often as I should, but yeah. Anyway, sometimes I forget to write it down in my planner, and that is it. So if I forget, almost dropped my whole bottle of open water. But if I forget, then I don't remember when was the last time. So, or like if I don't mark it down in my planner, then did it really happen? If that makes sense. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoy, and I will see you guys next time. Bye!